What's up everyone, my name is Ron from Comics and Stuff, and for this episode we are going over the Spider-Man No Way Home Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, which is of course the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. And I think we could all agree guys that the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man is perhaps the best Spider-Man. He does come in similar packaging as the Tom Holland final suit version, and by similar I mean pretty much the same. The only difference is that it does say Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man instead of final suit version. But he does come in a clear window box showing off the figure and its accessories, Spider logo down there, Hasbro logo right there to the left, Marvel Legends series right there, and to the top, Spider-Man No Way Home. To the left is nice artwork from that Spider-Man No Way Home movie showing off the Spider-Man. Right there to the top is Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and of course, we got Tom Holland. Now heading to the back, we got a nice overblown picture of that same artwork, barcode legalities down there, and a nice synopsis to the Spider-Man No Way Home movie. To the top, Marvel Legends series. But now that we went through the package and everything, let's open it up and check out the figure. And here's the Tobey Maguire Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man outside of the package, and he looks good. Like he does. There's a lot to like about him. But there's a couple of things that I don't like. Of course, we're going to get into it. But first, let's do his measurements. He stands at 6 inches, pretty much on the dot. So that falls in between the Andrew Garfield and the Tobey Maguire one, which I think is pretty good. At least in my mind's eye, you know, I'd imagine he'd be that same height. And like I said, guys, he does look good. But let's head into the accessories, which is a trend right now. This, guys, is a trend. The lack of accessories is a trend, and it's not getting better. We only got some whipping hands and of course the alternate head. But first let's go through the whipping hands. The whipping hands, I got no problem, you know. It got some sculpt, it got some texture. The paint is pretty well applied. Got some nice silver to it. Reflects pretty good with the light. So I do like the hands. But an extra pair of hands would have been good. Either wall crawling or punching, you know. I mean, he comes equipped with one punching and one wall crawling. So why couldn't they just make it a set? Anyway, the other accessory is this alternate head. And for the most part, it is painted nicely. Like the paint is on the sculpt. There is texture. The eyes are painted well. Got a nice metallic sheen to it. So, I like it. Of course, it's needed. But what we're really getting into is the Tobey Maguire head. I do like its likeness. Like in certain angles, it does look like Tobey Maguire. There's some nice bags to his eyes, making him look older. A little bit of that photo print technology on the cheeks, got some color to the lips. The jaw got a bit of a dimple. The thing that I'm most disappointed with is the hair, because yeah, the sculpt is lacking. And there's no wash, there's no dry brushing in order to bring that out. But I do like the head for the most part. Yeah, it doesn't look bad at all. Not at all. Now for the rest of the figure, he does have texture throughout. Throughout the blue, there's some texture right there, as you guys see. The red, of course, does have texture, making it look like the movie. And the paint, for the most part, is pretty good, except in some areas, like over here at the back of the belt, as you guys could see. Missed the mark by quite a bit. And also there's some silver on the red. Some silver splatters. So I don't like that. Also, guys, as you guys can see, when you flex his neck, yeah, it seems like it wants to just pop off. So I try to be careful by holding the neck when I change hands, you know. So be aware of that. I don't know if yours will be like that or if you got it, you know, if it is like that, but that's what I've been doing. I like it, guys. It does look okay. He got a bit of a pudgier look than the other two, which I think makes sense. Yeah, not bad at all. The colors do pretty much match up with the movie. The spider is sculpted. The paint looks good on it. Yeah, guys. This Spider-Man I'm not disappointed with, and it does complete the trio for me, so I'm happy with it. But let's check out the articulation. Like I said, guys, I'm not going to pop off his head, but it is a double ball peg up there, so, you know, I don't want to pop it because, again, that flexes. But he's able to look with that double bolt peg up like that, down like that. There is tilt, and of course you're gonna get rotation. Now for the shoulders, above T-pose. So I do like that a lot. Of course you get your full 360, butterfly joints that make it go back a little bit, and forward not much at all. Bicep cut works, double jointed, pinless elbows, and that gets you okay range. It's not bad, but it's not great. Diaphragm cut, that gets you pretty good tilt. Look at that, guys. That's pretty good. Yeah, I do like that. Forward, it gets you just a little bit. Back, a bit more, and with that reverse ab crunch, yeah, the forward is good. And back is good. By the way, guys, of course you're going to get your rotation on the diaphragm cut. Now, he does got drop down hips just like the other two Spider-Man, but his is a bit tighter. So, yeah, but they drop down. Splits, unacceptable. I need my Spider-Man to do splits a bit better than that. Anyway, kicking forward with them drop down hips gets him about that much. Kicking back just a bit. Thigh cut works. Double jointed pinless knees that get you pretty good. I mean, that's great. What more can you want? There is no boot cut or anything to speak about, but ankles go up like this, back like that. And of course, you're gonna get some nice pivot there. Like I said, guys, there's, I like everything basically almost about this figure. I could have used a bit more articulation. The paint is a bit splotchy, but where it counts, like where the spider in the front is at and where the spider in the back is at, it's pretty spot on. But the silver, yeah, missed it like I said, guys. And that little quality control issue, yeah, that's a bit disappointing. I gotta be like super careful, and I actually don't want it to pop off. Anyway, now that we went through the figure and all of that, let's do some comparisons. And our first comparison will be with some retro card Spider-Man. Right there on the right is the Black Symbiote Spider-Man, and on the left is the Ben Reilly Spider-Man. Now I'm gonna point this out, guys. They stand a bit taller than this one. So it doesn't look too good at all, and the silver doesn't really help much. Let's just head into the next comparison. And for this comparison, we got him next to some Spider-Verse figures. Right there to the left is Spider-Ham, next to him is Spider-Gwen, and all the way to the right is the Miles Morales Spider-Man. Now this comparison is the only one that I think anything goes. I mean, does it look particularly good? I don't think so, but because it deals with the Spider-Verse and everything, it still works. And this comparison right here is just for fun, guys. It's the Spider-Man Animated Series VHS 2-pack Mary Jane on the left and Green Goblin on the right. Like I said, it's just for fun. They're not gonna look good together, especially with this being such a cartoony look. Let's just head into the final comparison. And our final comparison will of course have to be with the remaining two Spider-Men from Spider-Man No Way Home. We got the final suit Spider-Man right there on the left, and to the right we got the Amazing Spider-Man. Now they look good, guys. What can I say? I mean, they all look different to each other, respective to each other's movies, and they also got different body types. He's a bit more leaner, he's a bit more pudgier. It makes sense, so I do like it. Let's see how they look like now with their unmasked heads on. And here they are side by side with their unmasked heads on. And to tell you the truth, guys, I'm having difficulty deciding on how to keep them displayed in my shelf. Either masked or unmasked, I think they both look good. Let me know down in the comments which look you guys think is best. So in conclusion, it's a good Spider-Man. I mean, it looks good, there are problems with it, like the paint is missing here and there, and that neck joint actually is a huge problem. I mean, it looks like it wants to pop off, and you gotta be ultra careful when changing heads. The articulation is also a bit lacking. That being said, I grew up on the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. I got a certain affinity for it, and I got the other two Spider-Man, so all three of them together will look great on the shelf. If you guys are interested in it, I will leave a link down in the descriptions. If you guys enjoyed the video, hit the like, comment, subscribe, because all of that stuff helps out the channel. My name is Ron from Comics and Stuff, and I'll check you guys on the next episode. Peace.